Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your career, finance, and money reading for, I don't know, maybe the next month, maybe longer. We're just going to find out what's going on in Scorpio's life as respects moolah. I'm recording this on October 17th, which is the full moon in Aries. Not sure why I said that. I didn't say that in the other video I did. But this is kind of an impromptu reading. I haven't done a dedicated reading for your astrological sign as respects career, money, and finance. I did do a love reading a couple weeks ago, so you may want to check that out. You can check the playlist for Scorpio. I was drawn to use these decks. I'm going to show you the decks I'm using today. I wonder if you're a fan of the series Game of Thrones like I am. So I will say, though, all of these decks are currently available for purchase on my Poshmark, in my Poshmark closet for sale. Empress Pamela. You might want to check that out. I don't want to sell things, but I'm being led to purge stuff and to make some money, right? So I could pay my medical bills. But yeah, Game of Thrones and Dragon Wisdom. I feel like that's a wonderful complement and support of the Game of Thrones tarot. So we're going to read from the books on each of these. And we're going to use, this is going to be an exercise in our own divine wisdom. So I'm just here to guide. I'm just here to guide you, figure out the answers that are within you. And we're going to use Colette Baron Reed's The Enchanted Map. Love it. It really worked in the first reading I did for Libra. Wow. I was pretty excited. Miracles now. You're going to walk away with maybe an affirmation or a mantra that will support your career, money, and finances. And then you can see the crystals that I have chosen to display here. But then I'm like, okay, which one is for Scorpio? And believe it or not, I was drawn to Angel Light. This pretty blue, calming stone, crown chakra, connecting to your angelic communication for Scorpio. Yeah. So, I do want to say that one of the cards flipped over, and I've been thinking about it ever since. And I'm going to tell you that I did see one of the cards and I paid attention. And I was like, oh, wow. That's pretty synchronistic. And see if you can guess which card I already saw that I was like, wow. So we're going to read from the Pocketbook of Stones to get familiar with Angel Light. So maybe something that I talk about with respect to Angel Light might resonate with you. I do have a full video on my playlist, You Need This Crystal. So if you want to look into Angel Light a little deeper, and maybe you want to get some Angel Light, keep on your nightstand, offer some guidance. Keywords for Angel Light: angelic communication, serenity, expanded awareness, chakras, throat, third eye, and crown. The element is wind. Physical benefits: supports bone density and health, helps with arthritis, healing fractures. Emotional benefits: encourages clear and compassionate communication. Spiritual benefits: facilitates angelic communication, developing spiritual gifts. Are you someone, Scorpio, who has discovered their spiritual gifts, and perhaps that is one source of your income, I want to say? Might you have some concerns with arthritis? I don't know. That's not career, money, and finance, but maybe there's some of that that resonates. Anyway, that's food for thought. So that's the angelite. It's a very calming stone, beautiful, really nice. Okay. Game of Thrones tarot for Scorpio. You get, oh my God, the magician. The magician. Holy, let's read from the book. I love it. So if you're Game of Thrones, you'll kind of like this little guidebook. Like I said, I'm selling it on Poshmark. I really don't want to sell this because this is such a collector's item. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. The magician. Lord have mercy. Yeah. The magician, card number 1. Key meanings. Success. Yes. Okay, Scorpio. Don't forget, we're doing career, money, and finances. So these are key words. Success, willpower, messages, manifesting, yes, inspiration, diplomacy. Spy Master Peter Littlefinger Baelish is the magician, manipulating others to his will. He wears rings on both little fingers, signifying Mercury, planet of communication, angelic communication, throat chakra. Wow. On the red screen behind him are the lemniscate, or infinity symbol. Oh, right on top of his head. Can you see that? Plus the 4 suit symbols. Okay, there you go. The sword is represented by cat's paw, a dagger of Valyrian steel. Yes. As number 1, the magician stands for the individual and the ego, the I. Littlefinger incites war and commits murder to create chaos, his ladder to power. He feigns powerlessness to get people to trust him, but as Lord Varys says, Littlefinger is one of the most dangerous men in Westeros. An arch manipulator, driven to succeed while others suffer the impact of his lies. He reflects both the upright and reverse meanings of the tarot magician. Upright meaning, action, ideas, and energy abound. It's time for inventiveness, expansive thinking, and new directions. So the card often comes up to show new work, relationships, business startups, and other successful creative ventures. At the spiritual level, you connect with your higher self or true purpose. Oh my God, this is exciting, Scorpio. If you're waiting for news, the card tells you that you will soon have the information you need. Additional meanings: significant journeys moving home. Reversed meaning: delays and communication problems come with the reversed card, so projects go on hold or you may be avoiding a choice. There may be manipulation and deception too. So you could be talked out of a course of action that would otherwise benefit you. So that almost sounds like a warning, Scorpio. You're pretty connected, so you probably already aware of that. But just keep that in mind. Wow. So powerful. Oh my God, Scorpio. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, next card. The enchanted map says Ghostlands, number 17. So, January 7th, 1 plus 7 is 8. We got the 1. We got 1, 7. We got 8. Ghostlands. What does this mean, Ghostlands? Let us read about it. Let me look it up. So, we're working together. You know your life. I can only bring up things that might be synchronistic or share things that come to mind, right? Let's see. Number 17, Ghostlands. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. So be present. Okay. Upright. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. That's Ghostlands. So leave the past in the past, live in the present. Reversed. When the Ghostlands card appears reversed, it's a sign that you're wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which has already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you've created a fantasy of the good old days or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Okay, this is important. Live one day at a time, Scorpio. Each day is a new beginning, filled with truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghost lands of past and future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. Wow, I love that. Okay. Maybe you had a job that you really loved in the past, and maybe the company is now defunct or something, and you're like, oh, remember when blah, 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 or the best job I ever had was blah, 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 back in the day, or back in the day they used to do this, that, and the other. And we all know that companies and employees and measurements of loyalty when it comes to companies and finance and all that stuff is a thing of the past, basically. I don't know if we'll ever get back to where companies were loyal to their employees and employees reciprocated that. I had a conversation today with my son about that. Just different generations and what we've been exposed to, what we were raised with, the programming when it comes to work life and so on. It's so much different now. Let's see what the dragons have to say. Oh my gosh, this is the card I saw, Death. Okay. Wow. And you're Scorpio. And I think in tarot, the Death card is your card. So I thought, holy crap, I can't believe I got the Death card. But it's the Oracle card from the Dragon Wisdom. So let's see what they have to say. Okay. So far I see a lot of red and black and brown, which means earth, root chakra. Okay, so something that's grounded, confidence to live in the present. So we have yellow. And this card is basically saying build from what you know, from what you have in the here and now. And then this guy is the connection to your higher self, the higher realms, your higher chakras. Okay, let's find out what Death from the Dragon Wisdom. What does this mean for Scorpio? Really cool. Okay. Death. Let me show you. Okay. Wisdom is a gift, a blessing. The old tree dragon wishes to enrich you with wisdom and an understanding of death. Death is everywhere. Death happens all the time and is part of life. It's kind of like what's in the past has died. Perform an exercise with the wise tree dragon. Begin by cleansing your room and lighting some candles. Play some pleasant instrumental music. Call the old tree dragon to your room. Visualize it appearing before you. Connect with it by binding light filled threads between all your chakras. Ask the dragon for its wisdom, for understanding of life and death, and then pause a while to breathe in harmony with this magical being. Understanding that you say yes to life with every intake of breath, and that something dies with each exhalation. Understand that when you love deeply, it also involves death. Love brings about a melting and a melding, and you are no longer the same person as before. Let energy flow between you and the brown dragons. Recognize that the highest divine source is revealed in love and in death. Recognize that there is a divine part within you that has no fear of death, as it is aware of its own immortality. That is really strong. And how does this relate to career, finances, and money? I feel like something you're attached for some reason, Scorpio, of something that worked in the past. And it was like, remember, again, it's nostalgia. It's like, remember when this, remember when that. It's almost like, and then there's the element of love that comes in through this death card. Something you loved and that helped you make money or create some sort of fortune. You're mourning something, a resource from the past that no longer exists. But the good news is, Scorpio, that you are the magician. You have all the tools available to make something new, to create. This is about creation, something new. Taking whatever you learned from the past, leave that in the past. It is now dead and gone. We're not going to recreate that. We're going to create something new, and guidance is through the spiritual side, your spiritual side. Okay. So I feel like there's a call to tap into your intuition, your connection to your faith, your spirituality. If you can meditate, if you can be alone with yourself and create an outline of maybe it's time to like brainstorm something new and fresh. You have all the tools. I feel like it's time to imagine, visualize, and prepare the foundation for something new, a new source of income, something that excites you, something that might be spiritually based. Okay, and here's your miracles now. I love my food loves me. Whoa, that took a turn. Holy crap. Huh. Something totally new and fresh. I love my food and my food loves me. Nourishment. What feeds your soul? What feeds your soul? What feeds your pockets? What feeds your bank account? I'm going to leave you with that question, Scorpio. Really interesting reading, and I hate to say the word interesting. Magnetizing. A little perplexed, but yeah, magnetizing. Definitely. You may want to pick up some angel light. Check out the playlist You Need This Crystal, do some research on angelite and other crystals, okay? I love you, Scorpio. Really exciting. Stay in the present, start fresh, new ideas. There you go. See you in the next one.